Walters coming back from an offside position, but Shane Long was definitely onside. Shane Long has done it!
Welcome to a Shane Long record breaker review. Well, we've just brought on Long, and I've subbed him on to see what impact he can make to the team. Well, that was a good start. So, moving on. With Long's new card, he has much more of an aerial presence and can beat defenders to the ball and challenge the keeper. Alongside his aerial presence, he also gets involved a lot more with play. But with his high work rates, this just doesn't work, as he will never be able to last a full 90 minutes on the pitch, and at this point in FIFA, you need a 90-minute man. What I have found is that with this low stamina comes a slight positive. When he is tired, he will drop down to the floor and win many fouls to you, and this is when his free kicks can come to light. Now with Shane Long's 43 free kick accuracy, I don't think you'll be able to bend it around the wall like Beckham. So what you're going to need to do is give it around 3 bars of power and put it on the keeper's side, and it should fly top bins. Shane Long's first touch is probably one of the biggest downsides to this card, as I can guarantee you if you are through on goal and he has to take a touch, you might as well give it to Vincent Kompany. And with this card, because of that first touch, it's unpredictable and it's not something you want or need in FIFA in this time of year. The great thing about this card is the upgrade in pace. You can really feel the difference between his 74 silver card and his 83 record breaker. He's able to zip round defenders and get in behind, but with that stamina, it's just not going to end well. So if I was to give you some advice, I would say use him as a super sub, maybe around the 70th minute if you're playing in around Div 5 at this time of year. Now there's a positive and a negative about this card. He will make the perfect run because of his attacking positioning being so good, but with his passing being so tragic, he will not be able to play that one ball through for you to win that FUT Champs game, for you to get that promotion, for you to get that rank 1. And because of this, I just can't recommend him to you. And his biggest problem is that damn weak foot. With him only being able to use his right foot, this is a major drawback, as when you're playing against defenders, they will try push him onto his left side, and the only time this has ever worked is once out of probably 25 shots I've had with Shane Long. In this game, at this point of year, you definitely need a striker with a 4-star weak foot, because you have to be able to take your chances, as you won't know when you'll get the next. Now let's move on to the final pros and cons of this card. His heading is absolutely fantastic compared to most players at this point in the game, and his pace is a massive upgrade and is a great asset to this card. From an upgrade from 78 pace to 90, it's just fantastic. But the one thing you do have to watch out is that goddamn stamina, but more about that later. His jumping is amazing. He can beat players like Sergio Ramos and Varane to the ball off corners, but unfortunately players like Van Dijk, De Ligt, even Eder Militao's future stars card are just too good for this card to even get close to, so I wouldn't recommend getting him for that reason. And his attacking positioning is world class, but his passing is about as good as a League 1 side. Some of his cons: his shooting makes keepers look fantastic. His shots look amazing, but are always saved, and he just lacks that final finish. But his final touch is always one too many, and his stamina absolutely destroys this card. thank you for watching this player review. I've been Adam. Like, subscribe, and don't forget, keep it real.